All right, what's up, everybody? Just giving people a couple minutes to trickle in here as I also post this on the social medias, telling everybody to come join. So just bear with me for a second. I got the Positive EV page up. I got all my sports books logged into. So just giving people a couple seconds to trickle in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So right now I'm just kind of chilling for a little bit. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I have about 11 minutes before Slop and Jordan are going live on their channel. So definitely want to make sure that everybody who is tuning into this also tunes into them. That is important because they're going to give out some slop, some good stuff. So so I'll go to about 11 Eastern, and then I will skedaddle on out of here so you guys can go and watch Jordan and John Hyslop, also known as Slop. So we can get started. I have the EV page pulled up. I also have some other tools that I don't go through enough to find profitable bets. The middles tool, the low holds tool, and the arbitrage page. I've been doing the arbitrage more recently, but there's so many avenues in which you can find profitable bets that I don't go through them enough. So I'm going to be also looking at them as well as obviously the Positive EV page. All right, so we can get started. So let's start with the ARB page just because the do something a little bit different. So here's a play here, first half point spread. It's an ARB to FanDuel and BetMGM. Looks like the outlier here is definitely on the side of MGM. First half spread minus 9.5 at, plus 260. Obviously, with this play being so unlikely to occur, like if you just look at the plus 260 odds, the win percentage on that is like less than 30% in terms of break even. I can actually calculate that if we want to know the exact odds. But it has like 27% break even percentage, which is not me saying you should avoid these. That is me saying you should just unit size down a little bit. I have gotten some of these to hit before. So we're looking at 9.5. So for me, if I wasn't limited on BetMGM, I would put $50 on this one. It will let me get $2.06. So that is what I am putting on. But for those of you at home, Charlotte Hornets first half spread minus 9.5. Put half a unit on is what I would like to. Next up, we have this Buddy Hield rebounds. So this one's tough. This one I'm going to avoid. We don't really know who's the outlier here. It looks like it's probably FanDuel at under 5.5 at minus 150, but there really isn't enough data to confirm. We just know it's an ARB to points bet. So this one I'm going to avoid because there's not enough data around it. The middles one can be fun. You just need to make sure that you have enough. Yeah, same thing here. Like not enough data to tell. Like when it's only $2, you really need more information. So same thing here. Then these are all negative anyway. So yeah, nothing there. Low hold, there's going to be a ton more opportunity. And I'm going to filter the odds to something a little bit less extreme. We have another first half point spread one. Hornets minus 8.5. We already took 9.5. And it's only $2. So I'm going to avoid this one. Let's look at Kelly Olynyk assists. So yeah, I mean, it's not always perfect. That's the problem. It takes a little bit more digging. None of these are really that good. Walker Kessler double-double does look good on FanDuel. It's like plus 190 on FanDuel, and across the board, it's in like the plus 150, plus 165 is the closest. If you want to confirm whether a play is still profitable or not, you can view the event page in a new tab and then just click this button, show no vig odds. And then it does exactly what it says. It shows the no vig odds. So basically, we are betting this at plus 190. We want to make sure that every book that prices this is below plus 190, and they are. So this is a good one. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one. It's Walker Kessler to record a double-double on the Jazz. So we're going to go to record a double-double. Walker Kessler, the odds changed. So it no longer is good, unfortunately. So unfortunately, that's what happens. The odds can change on you. So not going to touch that one. Let's look at this Drake Northern Iowa one. And then I don't want to do this for too long. I'm just going to get into the positive EV page. Yeah, I mean, this one, I mean, plus 168. I mean, it's positive EV to Pinnacle. We can check this one out. First half money line, Northern Iowa against Drake. So we're getting it at plus this. So SBK is a mobile only betting exchange that's in Colorado. So if you guys are in Colorado, you can download this one. I'm not going to hit many bets on it on this video because not a lot of people probably have it. So let's see. So we're looking at better than plus 168. So no. So it's really just, yeah, I'm going to avoid this one. It's really just Pinnacle. So yeah, you have to do a little bit more digging, but if the EV page is light, then sometimes you can find some good plays. So here's actually the same exact one. It is on the EV page, but yeah, it's only plus EV to Pinnacle. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid that one. Let's look at this over. It's on Circa Sportsbook for those of you who have it. It's also on PointsBet. So obviously more people have PointsBet. So if this one's good, take it on PointsBet. It's still plus EV to PointsBet, but we're looking at Army versus Colgate over 144.5. So you want to, in the cases like this, what I like to do is just view the event page in a new tab and see where every sportsbook prices this total. So we got the over 144.5. Looks like BetOnline has it at 145. Bookmaker has it a full point higher, and they favor the over, as does Pinnacle at this number. So this one I'm going to take. I'm going to put the full unit on it. Army versus Colgate over 144.5. So let me go ahead and lock this one in. I'm just going to Control F. Army over 144.5. Minus 108 odds. Perfect. So I'm going to put 108 to win a unit on this one. That bet has been locked in. Let me add it to my bet tracker. And there's the second bet that we are cashing today, or that we are locking in. Can't call it cash yet. All right. And I'm going to remove actually Circa because I would imagine not a lot of people have Circa. I'm not sure exactly where it's legal, but I would like to get bets that people can actually tail. So I'm going to remove Circa just for the purpose of this video. Like I said, get bets that people can actually tail me on. And let's see. So here's a soccer one, Sunday the 26th. Total goals in Bayern versus FC Union Berlin, under 2.5, plus 168 odds on FanDuel. This one looks good off the bat, but of course you want to make sure that it beats the Novig odds. And it's really hard to tell just from looking at it. So if you view the event page, and you click show Novig odds, we're looking for the under 2.5. So again, we want to make sure that we're getting better odds than plus 168. And it looks like every single book except for WinBet, it is positive EV2. So I will take this one. I'm going to put a 3/4 of a unit on this one, which is what I put on ones that have like a lower win percentage. So this one, looking at goals, we're looking at under 2.5, should be plus 168. We'll see. Nope, didn't mean to do that. We'll see if they let me get. Yeah, they do. All right. So 3/4 of a unit on this one, $75. Berlin versus, or Bayern Munich versus Berlin, under 2.5. All right. So let's see. Let me add this one to my bet tracker, and we can just keep going. Look at the R page again, just to see if there's anything there. All right. So we have a couple more. Buddy Hield. Let's see. So this one looks like it's really good on PointsBet, the plus 120. I'm heavily limited on PointsBet, so I don't even bother. They let me win $2.50. So let's see if this one's good. And then if it is, I recommend you guys take it. I probably won't because it's not worth my time. Plus 120. So you want to make sure it beats the Novig odds. It does. So this one's really good. Where to go? Buddy Hield over 7.5 rebounds plus assists is really good on PointsBet, plus 120 odds. And so there's another one in these two we already looked at. Actually, I haven't looked at this Drake and Northern Iowa one. I know I think we looked at like the first half money line. So let's see. We want to compare. I mean, this plus 225 doesn't look bad, but for situations like these, I want to see if it's plus EV to the main three. We're looking at Bookmaker, Bet Online, and Pinnacle. If it's plus EV to those three, then that means it's a good bet. So click show no big odds. So first of all, I guess this one is on Circa, but let's just see. So plus 225. Yeah, I mean, that is plus EV to all of them. So I will take this one. It's Northern Iowa money line. In situations like this, I'm going to scale my unit size down to just half a unit. So in terms of like how I manage my bankroll, I don't have a perfect science for it. I mostly average out to, you can also get this one. Actually, never mind. Just kidding. So if you have Circa, $50 on this one. Anyways, so in terms of how I manage my bankroll, it's like I'm on majority of bets that I take, I put a full unit on. I put like a full unit. I'll scale that unit size up or down depending on like the likelihood of the bet hitting, essentially. So like you just saw me put $50 on this one because the odds were at plus 225. You saw me try to put $50 on this one because the odds are plus 260. On this one, I put 75 because the unit size, I unit sized up a little bit because the odds weren't quite as unfavorable as the other two where that were in like the plus 200s. And then on the first bet that I took, which was the over in Colgate versus Army, I put the full unit on because that had a win percentage of above 50%. So that's kind of how I manage my bankroll. Essentially, I know there's a comment in here about it. That's basically how I manage my bankroll. I unit size up or down depending on the win percentage. There's no perfect science for bankroll. So like just because it works for me doesn't mean it works for everybody. Some people just blindly use the recommended bet size, which is fine. Some people put the same amount on everything, which is also fine. It really depends on your personal preference, which I know is like some people just want the answer given to them, but it's not always that simple. For me personally, I can only tell you what I personally do. And I will unit size up or down depending on the win percentage of the bet. But then there's people like Alex Monahan, the OddsJam co-founder, that he'll just put basically like a unit on everything or whatever the limit he has on everything, with his logic being if it's good, it's good. And that stuff will even out in the long run. So hopefully that helps, Michael. There's really no perfect system when it comes to unit sizing. The recommended bet size is also fine. I know a lot of people that do that way. Like I said, I do it based on the win percentage. So let's look at, let me refresh. So first quarter money line, plus 140 on Caesars for the Mavericks. It was taking a while to load. I wonder if we're pushing something. Also, it's past 9 o'clock. So this is going to be the last bet that I hit if it looks good. I didn't realize the time. So plus 140, plus EV to Bet Online and Pinnacle in the majority. So this is going to be the last one that I hit. Mavericks, first quarter money line, plus 140 on Caesars. Of course, my thing got logged out. But that's going to be the last one that I lock in. Mavericks, first quarter money line, plus 140. Everybody go check out the daily hook with John and Jordan. And that's all I got. So appreciate you guys watching and have a good one.